Day 3 there will be continued autophagy, clearance and reversal of real chronic diseases. So people with chronic autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue and lots of issues with joint pain, those types of things will start to clear. Let's get into some of the benefits and what happens during the 3 days. Autophagy. Fasting triggers a process called autophagy, which is the body's way of clearing out damaged cells and recycling their components. Autophagy may help improve cellular health and promote the renewal of tissues and organs. Insulin and blood sugar regulation. Fasting can lead to a decrease in insulin levels and improve insulin sensitivity. This may help regulate blood sugar levels and potentially benefit individuals with conditions such as insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Weight loss. A 3-day water fast can lead to a calorie deficit, which may result in weight loss. However, it's important to note that weight loss during a fast primarily consists of water weight and glycogen stores rather than significant fat loss. Digestive system rest. Giving the digestive system a break from processing food allows it to rest and potentially recover. This break may help alleviate some digestive issues, improve gut health, and reset eating patterns. Mental clarity and focus. Some individuals report improved mental clarity, focus, and a sense of heightened alertness during fasting periods. However, this effect may vary from person to person. Emotional and psychological benefits. Fasting can have an impact on emotional and psychological well-being. Some individuals report a sense of self-discipline, increased mindfulness, and improved relationship with food. Welcome to Healthy Habits, your go-to destination for all things health and wellness. We're here to provide you with valuable tips, tricks, and insights to help you lead a happier, healthier life. Remember to share this video with your friends and family to help us spread the word. Thanks for tuning in. It's important to emphasize that fasting should be approached with caution and under proper guidance. Fasting for extended periods or without appropriate monitoring can carry risks, especially for individuals with certain health conditions. It is always recommended to consult a healthcare professional before attempting any fasting regimen to ensure it is safe and suitable for your specific circumstances. So let's get into some of the things that happen to your body during the 3-day fast. So during the first 8 to 12 hours, what's going to happen is you're going to start to deplete your glucose or sugar. Glycogen depletion. When you start fasting, the body first taps into its glycogen stores for energy. Glycogen is a stored form of glucose primarily found in the liver and muscles. As glycogen is broken down, glucose is released into the bloodstream to maintain blood sugar levels. This process helps provide energy during the early fasting period. Insulin decrease. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas that helps regulate blood sugar levels by promoting the uptake of glucose into cells. As you enter the fasting state, insulin levels decrease since there is no dietary intake of carbohydrates or other nutrients that would trigger its release. Lower insulin levels help initiate the switch from using glucose as the primary fuel source to using stored fat. Glucagon release. In response to low insulin levels, the pancreas releases another hormone called glucagon. Glucagon helps mobilize stored energy by promoting the breakdown of glycogen in the liver, leading to the release of glucose into the bloodstream. Glucagon also stimulates the breakdown of stored fats, triglycerides, into free fatty acids for energy production. Ketogenesis initiation. As glycogen stores become depleted, the body starts producing ketone bodies through a process called ketogenesis. Ketone bodies, such as beta-hydroxybutyrate, BHB, become an alternative energy source for tissues, including the brain, when glucose availability decreases. Ketones are produced in the liver from fatty acids released during fat breakdown. Increased lipolysis. With the decline in insulin and the rise in glucagon, lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat, becomes more prominent. Adipose tissue releases fatty acids into the bloodstream, where they are transported to different tissues to be used as fuel. Fatty acids can be oxidized to generate energy through a process called beta-oxidation. Growth hormone release. Fasting triggers an increase in growth hormone, GH, secretion. GH promotes the breakdown of fats and stimulates protein synthesis, helping to preserve lean muscle mass during fasting. The release of GH is influenced by various factors, including decreased glucose and increased glucagon levels. Changes in hunger hormones. Fasting can affect the levels of hunger-regulating hormones. Ghrelin, often referred to as the hunger hormone, increases during fasting, signaling hunger to the brain. Leptin, a hormone that regulates satiety, may decrease as fat stores are mobilized. These hormonal changes can contribute to feelings of hunger and appetite fluctuations during the fast. So in the next 18 to 24 hours you're going to have a depletion of the glycogen stores even further, and you're going to go through a process called gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is the process of producing sugar through the liver, so it's basically amino acid acetate and glycols, so you can use that to fuel your body. Autophagy enhancement. Autophagy, the process of cellular self-cleansing and recycling, becomes more pronounced as the fast continues. During this phase, damaged proteins and organelles are broken down and recycled. Autophagy plays a vital role in maintaining cellular health, removing dysfunctional components, and promoting cellular renewal. This will also start to decrease autoimmunity because a lot of autoimmune conditions are related to food proteins. So if you had things that you were eating and were causing inflammatory responses, the fact that you're on a fast will start to decrease that autoimmune process. It'll also decrease neural inflammation, so when your body is used to using glucose, especially in the brain, can cause some inflammatory processes. When you switch your fuel from glucose to ketones, your brain will start to become a hybrid, so it will start to use ketones for fuel rather than glucose, and it will start to decrease inflammation. It will also increase hormones called brain-derived neurotrophotropic factors and human growth hormones. By day 2, the body enters a state of ketosis, where it primarily relies on ketone bodies for energy. Ketones are produced from the breakdown of stored fats and serve as an alternative fuel source, particularly for the brain and other tissues. Increased fat burning. With glycogen stores depleted, the body intensifies the breakdown of stored fat, lipolysis, to provide energy. Fatty acids are released from adipose tissue and transported to various organs and tissues to be utilized as fuel. Metabolic efficiency. The body becomes more efficient at using ketones as an energy source, reducing its reliance on glucose. This adaptation helps spare glucose for tissues that require it, such as red blood cells, while allowing the brain and other tissues to effectively utilize ketones. Day 2. This is where the real cleanup starts to occur. You'll start to break down tau proteins, amyloids, Lewy body alphas, nucleons, and prime glial cells all in the brain. These are all related to things like post-traumatic stress, concussions, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and dementia. So it starts to break down these aggregates in our brain and it clears it out. A process called mitophagy also takes place. Mitophagy is a cellular process that involves the selective removal and recycling of damaged or dysfunctional mitochondria, which are the energy-producing organelles within cells. Mitophagy plays a crucial role in maintaining cellular health and homeostasis. Mitochondria are responsible for producing adenosine triphosphate, ATP, which is the energy currency of cells. However, due to their high metabolic activity, mitochondria can become damaged or impaired over time. This can occur as a result of various factors, such as oxidative stress, mitochondrial DNA mutations, or age-related changes. Your insulin resistance also starts to come down, so people who are pre-diabetic, your insulin resistance will start to improve. It'll decrease fatty liver, and the reason is because you're using fat for fuel and part of that fat will come from the liver. So you can clear fatty liver if it's not too far advanced. Day 3, there will be continued autophagy and clearance and reversal of real chronic diseases. So people with chronic autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, and lots of issues with joint pain, those types of things will start to clear. Your immune function will start to reset and improve, and also there will be an improvement in overall function of the white blood cells. You'll also have increasing stem cells which will differentiate into other tissues and help you heal. The goal of this 3-day fast is metabolic flexibility or metabolic switch, which is the ability for your body to use both glucose and ketones whenever it wants. So if you are someone who eats every day 7 or 8 times a day, what happens is you're using insulin mostly because you never let the sugar drop. So you get this wild Fluctuation, spiking sugar, spiking insulin, or dropping sugar, dropping insulin. The purpose of a 3-day fast or any type of fasting is to even out the blood sugar throughout the day. So if you eat one meal a day, you'll have a spike in insulin, and then you'll have a drop, and your other hormones will kick in, like glucagon, growth hormones, adrenaline, etc. will kick in and will stabilize the blood sugar for the rest of the day. That's what we want. We want stable blood sugar throughout the day, not a wild fluctuation. So as you do any type of intermittent fasting, there will be a lot of health benefits. When you're doing the fast, you can use distilled water if you like, or purified water would be best. You can use minerals and sea salt, especially on day 2, maybe 24 to 48 hours. You want to start to use a little bit of minerals because you might feel a little bit depleted. You can also use sparkling water but not flavored water. This is because with flavored water you can start to increase hunger, pain in our system. Also, kindly watch our other videos on intermittent fasting by clicking the links in the description box below. Embrace healthy habits for a vibrant life. Join our YouTube channel and support our mission by donating to promote well-being and inspire positive change. Thank you for watching.